is Juana Kibak, and I will be talking today about Starbucks' success and whether it's been strategically or non strategically successful. So, starting on with Starbucks and its history. When the business opens first in 1971, it's open as a single shop where high quality dark roasted coffee is being sold, and the coffee shop actually only provides uh, it does not provide brewed coffee, only in samples from time to time. Um, because it's such a small shop, and because there's no plans for expanding the shop or no need for competition at all, and also there's no the target markets are unidentified. The company is a blue ocean company. In 1972, sales exceed expectations and another shop opens, and that's also when the former CEO of Starbucks starts working for the actual Starbucks coffee shop. And then in 1982, Schultz and another group of people take over the company, and it starts expanding significantly. Um, that's when Starbucks opens about 3 coffee shops every day, and I think it was around the 2000 years 2000, and they have about 8,000 retail all outlet open worldwide as well. Um, Moving on, what happens nowadays is basically Starbucks has 17,572 shops in 61 countries all around the world, which means that they are very well known and the brand is beloved by the customers, and everybody knows Starbucks as a brand. Also in Fortune magazine, it's been named as one of the most admired brands. Um, it's been placed on the 8th place for trusted brands by the Entrepreneur magazine. And so we can see that even though they start adopting an old red ocean strategy, and it's basically a red ocean company, um, the way they manage is they manage to outperform their competitors and other business shops, coffee business shops, with their way of service, which gives them a competitive advantage. Next, moving on to the strategic marketing decisions. Chandler believes that the best way of creating success is to have a long-term strategy, and when Starbucks decided upon a goal, their mission statement was to bring happiness to the customers. They already knew what they wanted for the customers. They just needed to find a way of implementing their idea. SWOT analysis helps a lot of companies develop their ideas. This is by recognizing the company's strengths, weaknesses, and understanding the opportunities and the threats that it can face. Giving the company a wider vision of the disadvantages and advantages that they may be facing. Um, Starbucks also has a differentiation strategy, and this means that their way of operating and developing is different than any other company, and their concept of Starbucks being a place where people can meet and do business or work or socialize is not the same as anybody else's. The marketing in Starbucks is also very innovative. You can see Starbucks floating all over the internet, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, all on the social media networks. They also have their own website called My Starbucks Idea. This also makes their customers feel important because all they need to do is just place their own ideas, and they are immediately listened to and this also helps the company analyze their target markets and their customers need. Moving on to human resource management. Obviously, because there's about 3,000 shops opened in China, and only in China and Asia Pacific, um, they have a great understanding of culture, and Starbucks is basically culture friendly place to work. Um, what Starbucks has done for a strategically planned human resource management was to identify the partner's needs and requirements and also satisfy them. They have done so through offering the newbies 25 hours of in-store training, teaching them all about making coffee, how to act around customers, and what it is required of them to do. Um, Also, NDQs are available for whoever wants to take the Coffee Master course, where they are being taught how to pour a shot of espresso, how to make a coffee, making the art of making coffee, and also about their origins of their coffee. And at the end, they're being assessed by experts, and after this, they get their Coffee Master qualification, which makes them more employable. Um, Also, part-time staff have the same rules and opportunities as full-time staff. About 30% of the part-time workers in the US receive health care, paid sick leave, eligibility for bonuses. Um, Starbucks provides all their employees with um, medical, dental, and vision care, also as well as vacations, and they get free coffee and tea products every single week. Now moving on to the financial bit. Obviously they have an increase of operating income. In 2011 it used to be $1.7 billion, whereas in 2012 there has been an increase of $2 billion. Their total net revenue increased by 14% in 2012 to $13.3 billion, driven by global comparable store sales growth of 7% and 50% increase in channel development revenue. Starbucks do have a strong pricing strategy, and it acts effectively towards cost management, opening up more stores around the world, planning to open more in other countries by 2013. Their strategy is actually not only to expand organically, where they refurbish the old and open new coffee shops, but also develop inorganically, in order to gain more target markets. They will do so by owning the Tazo branded K-Cup tea, and also buying the La Boulange bakery, and developing its relationship with Green Mountain Mountain Coffee Roasters. Also, they decided to open up Tiavana Tea Bar in New York to develop their business, because after all, 50% of the Americans are tea drinkers, which means sales can increase, and this will help Starbucks create a different target market. Moving on to the recommendations and conclusions. Starbucks are keeping for a strategy for everything they do, and that is basically the success towards business. Just like before, they have had business plans, and if anything went wrong, they knew where the problem was and managed to solve it. They are trying to stay committed to what they do and the way they do it, and not trying to change about that. They're also trying to implement that when they're going to open their Tiavana Tea Bar in New York. My Starbucks idea is the best way to find out or research what customers need, what they like and dislike, and what needs to be improved, and so on. At the moment, if we have a look at the website, they're implementing drive-thrus in the work. It's in the work of that. Selling good oatmeal has already been launched, and Starbucks idea app is being launched soon. And so, moving on to the next bit, their business has always been fluctuating, and I think it's been like this all over any company. Um, but they have always managed to be at the top through their strategic management. Also, Starbucks has never failed to surprise its customers. This is the reason why it's got the competitive advantage towards the other coffee shops, and also being there for the customer and offering good customer service has always been the Starbucks way to do it. And I believe this has been my whole presentation for Starbucks and strategic management. Thank you very much.